Okay, so the first product that I want to mention is this new highlighter by Kaleidos. This is their Space Age Prophecy Multi-Chrome Highlighter. It's launching November 9th, which is Monday. Tomorrow. I think this is going up Sunday, so it'd be tomorrow. This looks really pretty. I wouldn't ever use it as a highlighter. I would use it as an eyeshadow. I like it for an eyeshadow, but I don't know that I necessarily need to go out and purchase this. Also, before I get too into this, I'm approaching this as if I was able to go out and purchase these things. Truthfully, I'm not buying anything until after the holidays. Unless I'm like redeeming points at Ulta, because I haven't been working. So finances are a wee bit tight right now. So we're just needing to be extra cautious about how we're spending our money. But for all intents and purposes, let's just assume that that wasn't the case, and I'm giving my opinion regardless. So, do I like this product? I do. This definitely caught my eye. It looks absolutely beautiful. It shifts from like peach to green to orange, and it's really, really pretty. So, but like I said, I wouldn't use it as a highlight. I'm just not that adventurous with my highlights. But I would totally use this for an eyeshadow. And I feel like Kaleidos is definitely a brand that I want to try in 2021. I've had my eye on some of their palettes for a long time, and I would love to try those. I would love to try their highlighters. I'm curious about the brand. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm starting off with Indie Makeup Spotlight. That's where I'm getting this specific information. Okay, next, Lethal Cosmetics has released these face palettes. There's 4 different colorways, and some of these look really pretty. The one that I'm most interested in, I believe, would be the Boreal. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But it's got like a lavender blush, which I think looks really gorgeous. And it's for lighter skin tones, obviously. So either Boreal or Vernal. Those are the 2 that I'm most interested in. I think Solstice looks really pretty, but I don't know what I would do with a yellow blush. I know that that's a trend. I think, like, isn't that a trend in Korea? I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't see myself using a yellow blush, I guess. But I am curious about the other 2 that I mentioned. These are going to be 14 euros each. No, the powders are 14 euros each. My bad. 37 euros each for the trios. So you can get just, like, if you want to try just one, you can totally buy them individually. This is launching the 7th, so tomorrow. I'm filming this on Friday. It's launching on Saturday. I'm not going to pick any of this up, obviously. But I am curious, hopefully they'll restock. I'm sure these are going to sell out, but hopefully they'll restock. I do have plans to place an order with Lethal. I was hoping to do Black Friday, but I don't think that's going to actually happen. So once funds are available, I do plan to create like a quad and pick up, I want to get one of their lipsticks and maybe a blush. Maybe a highlighter, maybe a bronzer. We don't know. So those they look great. Lethal is another brand that I really want to try in 2021. Okay, then also on Indie Makeup Spotlight, these are absolutely gorgeous. It's the Kristen Lee Cosmetics Glimmer Gels. How pigmented are these? Look, I mean, these swatches are insane. Oh, I really want these. I think the ones that I'm most interested in are Anticipation. It's like the green blue duochrome. And then the one right next to that on the lower portion is Indisposed. Those look so pretty. Oh my gosh. And then like the more iridescent ones up in the upper corner, like holy crap. Holy crap. I need them. I need these. There is an affiliate code if you are interested. Amy Loves is, you can get money off. Yeah, it says they're back in stock. So this isn't a new release. It's just an announcement that they're back, but I had never seen them before and they look real good. And they retail for $13 to $17, which isn't bad. So yeah, that's for sure on my wish list. Okay, so like everything that I've mentioned, I want. I've been really feeling the indie brands lately. And then the last thing that I want to mention here from Indie Makeup Spotlight is this palette. Why is this is absolutely catching my eye. It's a big palette. You've got 5 times 30 shades. But they look so pretty. Do they not look gorgeous? This is from Sample Beauty. It's their palette volume 2. And I have no idea about the brand. I don't know if they're cruelty free. I'm curious to find out. I need to look into that. But if they are, I'd be curious to try something from the brand at least. I don't know what, but probably not this because it's so big. I do really like this color story though. But that being said, there are definitely some repeat shades that I don't really think are probably very necessary. So, but yeah, have you guys tried anything from Sample Beauty? You should let me know what the quality is like. My curiosity is very piqued here. Going on over to Trend Mood. Tarte has a new concealer formula. It looks like it's the Ultra Creamy Concealer. It looks like it's Shape Tape revisited. I don't know. That's interesting. Let me see. Interesting. So it says that it has a built-in eye cream that provides up to 24-hour moisturization for skin that looks dehydrated. No, looks hydrated. The opposite of dehydrated. And youthful, never dry, cakey, or crepey. That's interesting to me personally because the reason I don't really care for Shape Tape is because it is, on me, all of those things. It is dry, cakey, and crepey. So I'd be kind of curious. I don't know that I need to go out and spend however much Shape Tape is on a concealer. But just because I love the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and that's what, like $8? It's not much. So I think I'd probably just stick with what I've got. Okay, this is a new palette from Suva Beauty. It's going to be available November 13th, which is a Friday after this goes up. So this is the Magic and Ecstasy palette. It says there's 12 shade. It's a 12 shade pressed pigment palette, rich with moody mattes and multi-reflective pressed glitters. Nope, I'm not going to get it. It's $35. I'm not into pressed glitters, but if you're looking for a colorful palette, I've heard relatively good things from Suva. I almost said Huda. Suva Beauty. That's who it is. I'm getting distracted. I need to get going here with my makeup because baby is going to lose his mind soon. Wait. Oh well. Okay. What do we got? Looks like Milani has some sets. Milani's releasing a new collaboration. It's Our Fazinali. I don't know who that is. It looks like these are just relaunches. I don't know if these are new products or if they're just like packaged together as a kit. But basically there's 2 different ones. There's, you've got an eyeshadow palette and it looks like maybe a lip liner and a liquid lipstick or lip gloss. Okay, it says that this person created the palette for his or her audience. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. I don't know. I'm gonna pass on this because, oh my gosh, I need a makeup wipe. Okay, yeah, it's the Amore Shine, is the lippy in there, and it's like a lip gloss, which that's nice. I'm glad that it's not a liquid lipstick because Milani's liquid lipsticks are not comfortable at all. I have not been impressed with Milani shadows I think I've mentioned that in previous Will I Buy It's. They're just, the quality just isn't there lately. Their original like Everyday Eyes palettes, those quality was amazing. But these, I don't know. I guess I haven't tried these smaller ones, but they released those ones that had like the violet. There was a violet one, an emerald one, and then maybe a topaz one. I can't remember. It was like their gemstone collection. The quality on those were not very good. So I don't know. I'm gonna wait for reviews on that to see if it's any good, I guess. Let's talk about this. Melt Cosmetics. If this wasn't the most obnoxious reveal, they dragged this out over days and it was just dumb. I'm sorry, but I don't like it when brands do that. Just show us the darn pictures. Don't be annoying. Okay, what is it? Melt Cosmetics, they're collaborating with Beetlejuice. I don't think I've ever seen Beetlejuice. I was terrified of it as a kid. I was like, I don't know how old I was when it came out, but I was young enough that it was really, really scary. So I never felt the need to watch it as an adult. I wonder if I can stream it. I don't know if it's on Hulu or Disney Plus. I should check it. Is it a Disney movie? Probably not. I have no idea. But anyways, I don't have that attachment to this, and I don't like the color story of either of the palettes. Like one is like reds and grays. I don't wear reds and grays very often. And the other is like pretty bright greens and some bright purples, which if I wanted to do purple, I would go with the Juvia's Place palette, the Royals, I think is what it was. I mentioned that in the last Will I Buy It that I did. And I don't see the appeal here. Melt's products are fairly expensive and I don't know. So I'm not interested in the eyeshadows. The lippies maybe, but I'm not gonna make a special purchase just for those. I might, if I want to pick up if I want to place an order on Melt's site at some point in the near future, maybe one of these will end up in my cart. I don't know. I highly doubt it. And then the liners, I don't really wear, I don't know. I used to wear gel liner a lot, but I don't really anymore. So I think I'm good. I'm not interested in spending my money on this launch. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Are you gonna pick it up? What's interesting to you about it? Okay, I don't know if I've talked about this palette or not, but I'm gonna mention it again. These BH Cosmetics releases for the holidays, I'm having to seriously resist using my Ulta points for these. The BH first of all, their formula is great. I do really like it. Using this one right here. They're good. They're really, especially their shimmers. Their shimmers are bomb. And the mattes look really pigmented too. Sorry, I have something in my eye. So anyways, there's the Naughty palette. It's 30 shades for $29. That may or may not currently be in my cart at Ulta. And then the Nice palette, that one doesn't really excite me. That one's it's smaller, it's 16 pans, which is great, and it's just more neutral. It is really pretty though. Crap, I might need it. I don't know what to do. I don't need both of them. If I was going to choose one, it would be the Naughty palette, just because you've got the neutrals, but then you've also got some some pops of color. And I like that in a palette. I like the neutral pops of color. So can I say anymore? My God. Yes, I can. I just did. So of these, and then it looks like there's a highlighter palette, which is really pretty. And then there's a couple of brush sets. Not interested in the brushes, even though I've heard really good things about their brushes. And they are cruelty-free brushes, which is nice. So of these things, I'm most interested in the highlighter palette for whatever reason, and the Naughty palette. I might need it. Okay, I need to get going. My baby's gonna get all fussy here in just a minute. Linda Hallberg is releasing this palette. This is the new Golden 20s eyeshadow palette. You got 12 shades, a mixture of mattes, shimmers, God knows what else. It looks beautiful. Oh, and I've tried one product from Linda Hallberg. I have one of her eye crayons. And it's really nice, by the way. I would be, why am I curious about this? I don't need to spend the money on this. It's $55 flipping dollars. Ooh, and there's 2 glitters in it. I don't need it. If I'm spending $55, I don't want to have to leave out a couple of glitters. You know, it's okay when ColourPop includes a glitter or 2 in their palettes, even though that I still shy away from it. But if, you know, that's because it's relatively affordable, I can overlook that. But with Linda Hallberg being $55 for a palette, no, I don't want any pressed glitters. Although maybe she has a really good formula. Ooh. Can I just say how much I love this bronzer? The Too Faced Sweet Tarts bronzer. I pulled it in for my Shop My Stash and it is so good. Like really, I probably need to like repress it because it's hard to get my brush in this tiny little curve. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. So I can appreciate this for what it is. I've been wanting to try a Linda Hallberg eyeshadow product for a long time. Holy crap, that's a lot of bronzer. I just don't know that this one is it. I want to know if she's going to release any quads this holiday season. She did, I think, at least last year, if not the last couple of years. And those I was interested in. But I didn't have any money. Very reminiscent to this year. Here's the thing. The problem is there are so many releases and so many sales around this time of year that I have a very, I have a very hard time prioritizing. The way we do our budget, we each get a set amount each month that we can spend on whatever we want, and the other person can't say anything about it. And that's what I use to buy makeup to review for my channel. It's a hobby. I enjoy doing this, whatever. I don't need to justify myself. You guys are all here because you probably do the same thing. But point is, I just don't have the money. There's too many other things that I want to get. And this year is totally different just because I've been on maternity leave. Okay, Viseart. Viseart is releasing these quads. I am personally here for this. I don't want to try a big palette from Viseart. I want to try a small one. It doesn't say what the price of these are, but there's at least 2 different, sorry, let me back up. It's the Petit Four collection. It looks like, I don't know if it's a collection, but there's a raspberry one. It says raspberry and, it's framboise. I don't know how to pronounce it because I'm not French and I have never taken French and I just don't know, but it means raspberry. So this is actually gorgeous. Gorgeous. I would totally pick this up. I just need to know what it costs. The other one is, it's like an hi baby, like a camel colored one. And it's called Praline. So anyways, of the 2, I want to get the raspberry one. Okay. So that one is for sure on my wish list. Okay, the next thing, Sugarpill is releasing another capsule collection. And while I think this is pretty, it isn't something that I need to pick up anytime soon or ever. Sorry, I'm not picking this up. But if you're curious, it was for Halloween. I feel like they're a little late releasing this, but that's fine. $42, I think that's the same price as their others. And it's pretty. There are some really pretty shades. I like that metallic pink is really pretty. Those blues are gorgeous. I think I like this color story better than the one that I got. I got the second one. But I'm not gonna get it because there's so many other things that I want. So at any rate, this launched 7 days ago, which today is the 6th. Okay, so this launched on Halloween. I guess they weren't late, but if people wanted to use it, whatever. It's fine. So there's 10 eyeshadows, metallic and matte textures, pressed pigments, and a blush. They always include a blush. I feel like they could probably get away from doing that, but it's whatever. Ooh, I know what I want to talk about. Makeup by Mario. I almost got one of these. That's my story. I almost bought it. The quads. I don't want to get one of his bigger palettes just because I don't want to spend $45, but I want to see these quads are only $25, which, okay, from a value standpoint, the larger palette makes more sense, but I don't care. 25, I would much rather try out a new brand with a $25 product than a $45 product, if that makes sense. You know, I have no idea if I like the quality of his products. So I think this is really pretty. The one that I was most interested in is the one that has like the matte brown and like the purpley shimmer. I thought that one was really pretty. That one is what is currently waiting in my Sephora cart. I did not pick it up as part of my VIB sale haul. Okay, so in addition to, there's like 3 different quads, and then there's also a lip palette. I don't need the lip palette, maybe for my kit, but I have no idea what the product is like. I made the mistake of getting the ABH lip palette for my kit, and it's terrible. I hate that. All of my, it's so dry. It's not good. And then there's, it looks like some liners and some lippies. Are they lippies? Yeah, lip glosses. I'm curious about his eyeliners too. I'm always on the hunt for like a good eyeliner, and I would be very curious to know how these measure up. Of these things, I'm curious about the liner and one of the quads. Okay, so the Wahala palette, or the Wahala 2 palette by Juvia's Place. This, I think, looks beautiful, but it is really heavy on the blues, and I just don't wear blue eyeshadow very often. So for that reason, I'm gonna skip over it. I will say I have the first Wahala palette, and it's really pretty. I have a 3 looks 1 palette video up on my channel. If you're curious, you can check that out. Of the 2, I would absolutely choose the first one over this one, but you've got 30 shades here, a mix of mattes, shimmers, metallics, and pressed glitters. It's definitely beautiful. We know that Juvia's Place has an amazing formula, so if this is a color story that speaks to you, you should totally get it. But for me personally, there's not really a single shade in there that has my attention. And then there's also some lip duos. And then as far as the lips are concerned, it looks like there's 2 different color. No, it's just one duo. Sorry. There's Shakara and Petty Betty. So we've got a coral matte and a pinky nude lip gloss. That's kind of nice. All right. Speaking of lips, I'm going to go ahead and apply my lipstick. Oh my gosh. That's intense. I don't like it. I think I can declutter this. I just don't ever wear it. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to talk about today, there's a ton of others that I could talk about, but this one, I'm interested in it, so I figured I'll end on a good note. I've said no to so many things in this video. But this is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. Hello. I'm really interested. I've been pretty into cream face products lately, and this is no exception. So it says it's formulated with their Holy Grail Putty Primer, a velvety lightweight putty blush that melts into your skin, lightweight but buildable putty to powder blush infused with argan oil and vitamin E, natural glow finish. $6 in, let's see, it looks like there's 8 shades. This is very interesting to me. That's definitely one that I am curious about. So I purchase from e.l.f. on a, I'd say a couple times a year. I probably place an order with them. So I would not be surprised at all if this were to come home with me at some point in the near future. Okay, guys, that is where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, I hope that you consider subscribing before you go, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.